Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Clinton Morrison believes that Trent AlexanderArnold's celebrations against Leicester City show that he might well be going nowhere after all this summer. The 26-year-old entered the fray of the King Power Stadium in the 71st minute on Sunday as a straight swap for Conor Bradley, making his mark just 5 minutes later with a thumping volley from his left foot. AlexanderArnold then removed his shirt as he celebrated with travelling fans, as Liverpool ran out 1-0 winners and put themselves one step closer to lifting a second Premier League title. And while AlexanderArnold is out of contract at Anfield this summer and has been strongly linked with a free transfer to Real Madrid, Sky Sports pundit Morrison doesn't believe he would have celebrated in such fashion if he was definitely headed away from his boyhood club. Speaking on BBC Radio 5 Live, Morrison said, "If you're leaving a football club, I don't think you celebrate like that." However, social media users were quick to disagree with the former Crystal Palace and Coventry star, taking to X to share their own take. One wrote, "Course you do," while another added, "Says who?" He given everything Liverpool and the fans slate the poor lad. So what? Leave the lad alone and let him enjoy his goal. He's still giving everything despite leaving. Poor from Clinton. A third, meanwhile, opined, "Yes, you would. You're not worried about where you will be next season when you score a goal." A strange claim from an ex-pro. AlexanderArnold entered the 2024/25 Premier League campaign as one of 3 Liverpool stalwarts out of contract at the end of the season, with Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk also having their futures questioned all season. However, both Salah and Van Dijk both put pen to paper on new 2-year deals at Anfield earlier this month, while AlexanderArnold is yet to commit to the club beyond June. AlexanderArnold also refused to comment on his future following the Reds' 1-0 win over Leicester, telling Sky Sports, "I have said all season that I am not going to speak on my situation. I am not going to go into the details. But days like today are always special. Scoring goals, playing games, winning titles, they are special moments for me, and I am glad to do my part." Meanwhile, manager Arneslot said of the Reds' talent during his press conference on Friday, "Let's see what the future brings," also remaining tight-lipped on the prospect of AlexanderArnold returning to the COP in 2025/26. It comes as Liverpool are in touching distance of lifting the Premier League title. The Reds could have lifted the trophy on Sunday should Arsenal have ceded to Ipswich Town, only for Mikel Arteta's squad to keep one foot in the door with a 4-0 thrashing of their opponents. The Gunners face further pressure in their own race for the title come Wednesday evening, when they face Crystal Palace at the Emirates Stadium. Anything less than 3 points will see them unable to pursue Liverpool further for the title. Should Arsenal win once more, Liverpool will then be able to lift the title with a win against Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield on Sunday. Sporting Lisbon forward Victor Guarez is set to be available for just £60 million this summer, a sum far less than his original release clause. The Swede is one of the most sought-after players in football after his stunning exploits in front of goal across the last 2 seasons. Guarez has netted an incredible total of 47 goals from 46 appearances in the Portuguese top flight in 2024-25. Fueling speculation that he is likely to join a top Premier League side like Manchester United, Liverpool or Arsenal in the coming months. All 3 clubs are said to be interested in the 26-year-old, and there is set to be a tug-of-war for his signature at the end of the season, especially after learning of his surprisingly low release clause. According to Portuguese outlet Ebola, interested teams will only have to fork out around £60 million for the former Brighton and Coventry City star this summer. The report says after Guarez arrived at Sporting in 2023 and performed so well, an agreement was made that the club would not enforce his original £85.7 million release clause. But the Primera Liga club are hopeful they will receive a fee larger than his release clause as interested parties look to gain an advantage over the competition. It goes on to say that there are a total of 7 teams chasing Guarez, which include Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern Munich. Arsenal are mentioned as the leading favourites to land his signature as they continue their search for a reliable number 9 that can guarantee a supply of goals after missing out on Ollie Watkins in January. It's outlined that Guarez is eager to play for a club who can offer him Champions League football, which is likely to be an issue for Manchester United unless they can go on and win the Europa League. United had previously been touted as the frontrunners to sign Guarez, owing to his previous working relationship with Ruben Amorim. But now he will have the pick of the clubs who are desperate to have a player likely to finish the season with the European Golden Shoe, the award handed to the player with the most goals in the continent. It has previously been won by the likes of Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Robert Lewandowski. His manager Rui Borges has backed him to do just that, saying, "I believe it is possible because he is very competitive. He is exactly the same in training. Hungry for goals, for getting to the opponent's goal. He has improved since he arrived at Sporting in terms of individual and team play. We have to enjoy this opportunity while we can. He is an above-average player. I see him completely focused and with a hunger and ambition to be able to help the team become champions again and play in the cup final." Trent AlexanderArnold has dropped a cryptic hint on his future at Liverpool in the aftermath of his side's win at Leicester. The right-back came off the bench to smash home the winner with 14 minutes to go. The victory has put the Reds on the verge of being crowned Premier League champions, with just 3 more points needed to confirm that status. Much of the talk around Anfield this season has been on the future of 3 of their star players, though. Virgil-van-Dijk and Mohamed Salah have both put pen to paper on new contracts in recent weeks, though Alexander-Arnold's future remains up in the air. The Englishman's current deal will expire in the summer, with Real Madrid pushing hard to sign him. Van Dijk's extension was announced in the build-up to the clash with Leicester. The Dutchman has penned a new 2-year deal with the champions-elect. To celebrate, he posted a photo of himself at Anfield on his Instagram account, along with the comment "Special Moments." Curiously, Alexander-Arnold appeared to copy his captain on Sunday. Following the win at the King Power Stadium, Liverpool's hero posted a series of photos from the game. Along with those pictures, he used the caption, "Special Moments." In the comments of Alexander-Arnold's post, Liverpool supporters begged him to stay. One wrote, "You're a local lad. This is the right way, Trent. Please stay with us." Another added, "Think of the story, whole season debating your contract." The other 2 sign, "You're left. Everyone's saying you're defo gone. We win the league and you announce you're staying. Massive hero move. Just do it, pal." Alexander-Arnold has consistently refused to give any public clues on his future. It was a line he maintained on Sunday after the win in the East Midlands, instead focusing on the romp to the title. "Like I've said all season, I'm not going to speak on my situation. I'm not going to go into details. But these days like today are always special. Scoring goals, playing, winning games, being close to winning titles, as well as being in title races," he told Sky Sports. "They are special moments that will live with me forever, and I'm glad to be a part of them. Being so close to winning the title now, and my first game back from injury as well, it was an important game for me. I was excited to be back. I've put in a lot of hard work over the last few weeks to get back fit. I'm eager to play, and I was happy to contribute with the goal. It was a big one. I'm pretty sure that's the first left-foot goal in my career. It has taken a few years, but I got there in the end. That's probably the one type of goal I've been missing, but I saved it for the right time, being so close to winning the league now. 1 win away now, it's very close. And to do it especially with fans here as well is a very, very special moment." He hung his shirt on the corner flag in front of the Liverpool fans. The question still remains if Trent AlexanderArnold will be wearing it next season. It was not a kiss of the badge, but there was some serious emotion in the celebration of his 76th minute. The right-back, just 5 minutes after emerging from the bench on his return from injury, lashed the ball home with his left boot. After a scramble in the area, saw the Reds hit the woodwork twice. This was his first appearance since reports emerged that he would be heading to Real Madrid this summer. There still has been no confirmation from the player that is definitely the case. Was there a message in the celebration? Who knows, but it certainly was a release of something from the right-back. He raced towards the away fans in the corner of the King Power Stadium, whipped off his shirt and did a knee slide before letting out a roar. Maybe it was just the elation of moving the Reds 3 points closer to the Premier League title, his second for the club, but we wait to see if it is his last. Van Dijk pushed him towards the away end at full time to take the acclaim, but can he be convinced to stay? What isn't in doubt is Liverpool being Premier League champions. The champagne remains on ice for now, but they are one step closer to being champions, as Leicester's fate was sealed. The Foxes will return to the Championship. Both have felt inevitable for weeks now. Liverpool just have to wait a little longer. Arsenal's win over Ipswich earlier in the day meant this wouldn't be a title-winning party for the Reds. But if the Gunners lose against Crystal Palace on Wednesday, then Arneslot's men will be crowned champions while they watch on TV. Failing that, should they beat Tottenham next weekend, then it will be title number 20 heading to Anfield. Alexander-Arnold's goal, after Mo Salah had hit the post for the second time in the game and Diogo Jota cracked the woodwork, means they're so close. That moment brought drama to a game that was lacking it. Maybe it was the Gunners' result or the fact the mood around the King Power Stadium was a little flat, considering they know what's coming, but it wasn't much of a spectacle in the first half. It is 9 years since the Foxes won the Premier League title. They rightly remind everyone with some nice video montages before kickoff. But this is now their second relegation in 3 years, and there's growing anger at the club owners. There was even a banner flown from a plane above the stadium calling for the board to be sacked. It is likely to only be Ruud van Nistelrooy who loses his job this summer. He has struggled to get a tune out of the Foxes since he took charge in November. There was a banner in the away end for Virgil van Dijk, who signed his new contract last week, but it was his fellow renewer in Salah who almost opened the scoring early on. Salah hit both posts. It would be the first of a number of chances for the Egyptian. Leicester also hit the woodwork early on. Wilfred Ndidi's shot cracked the upright after good work from Steffi Mavididi. Salah was smiling when he turned Kostas Tsimikas' cross over from close range. Then Leicester scored, but it was ruled out for a foul on Reds keeper Alisson by Patson Daka before Connor Cody had put it in. The closest they've come here to seeing a home goal in the Premier League since December. Alexander-Arnold then came on and got the winner with his first ever goal with his left foot. The away fans were already singing about the Scouser in their team before he scored and again after. Among all the chants about winning the league, of course,